So in this chapter we are going to go into the concept and the feeling and the understanding of self-love. This is a very major topic in Tantra and in really living life in a fully way. We learned during our life and we created all kinds of mechanisms that without noticing we are judging ourselves. We are judging our bodies, we are judging our behavior, we have little voices running and criticizing ourselves in all aspects of our life. Most of us, we have all kinds of places in our body we don't accept, we don't love, we want to change, we want to shift, we want to operate, we want to many things. And we want to learn to bring self-love in. Now, in order to really meet with another human being in a full loving and sharing way, each of us wants to practice, and it's a big practice because it's a strong tendency we have to judge ourselves and not to accept and to all the time looking on what is negative. Life can be so beautiful, so many beautiful things can happen to us. A little thing is happening and we look at the thing and say, shit, I'm wrong, I did it again, or what. Many kinds of stories like that. And we want to start and practice our ability to give ourselves love. Now, if I don't know and practice and learn how to support myself and how to give myself love, I will have to go to another human being to ask for that. Then I'm coming out of a need. I'm not coming out of sharing love. Love is an energy. It runs in our body. It fools us and it's uplifting us, and then we want to share it with other beings, other animals, everything in the planet. When it's not directing towards ourselves, we are looking and then we suffer. Who will give me love? Will you give me love? Will you give me love? Will you give me love? And so we're just looking for someone that can bring us this feeling, that in the core of the feeling, we are responsible for nourishing ourselves, for loving ourselves. And that goes on many levels in our body minds. For example, most of us forgot just to touch ourselves in loving ways. Just to nourish our bodies. Tenderness and softness and love. And now if I don't practice this ability to love myself and to nourish myself, I will have to go to her or to someone else and say, hey, can you give me love? And then I'm asking, I'm demanding, I need. That's not really love, it's a conditioned love. And then usually many of us human beings, we go on the planet and just looking for someone who will love us. Who will love me? If I don't love myself, on a deep level, no one can really love me. They can, different things.
Because it's a hole that cannot be really filled.
Yeah.
Only me can take really the responsibility and fill this gap or this hole that I have inside me of lacking of self-acceptance and love. So it's my own work to do.
Yeah. So basically, when we want to start practicing self-love, and we are talking on body levels, so there are many ways for self-love. I can go for mantra, I love myself and I'm good, and this is important. What we want to do here is really to bring that into the body. So when we work in our body, remember we breathe. Otherwise we go to our mind. So we breathe and then we start gently touching ourselves. And then we touch our heart. And we touch our belly. And we touch our face. And basically we open a space inside ourselves for listening to see where the body wants to be touched. And then we just go and start giving love to our body. We have healing chakras, healing centers in the palms of our hands. When we bring them into body, our own body or someone else's body, love starts moving. So we start touching ourselves and breathing and just allow ourselves to receive love from ourselves, from life. And we do it for 5 or 10 minutes a day, not more at the beginning. If we can, more is beautiful. Usually when we start practicing new material, it's better to start with little periods of time so we don't get into panic. Wow, now I have to practice short practice. Just give yourself everyday love, touching and breathing.
And if the thoughts are coming of criticism, it's I'm not beautiful enough, my ass is too big, my breast is like all of those thoughts, I just come back to the breath and to the touch, to come back to my body and to come back to what is and not my thoughts and my critics. To really practice it slowly. Yeah.
Now I just want to give you a direction or maybe a warning, because I guide people and work with them for many years, and I see sometimes people starting this practice and this important practice, and after a few days they stopped. You know why? Because they touch themselves and they don't feel love. I don't feel love. I feel nothing. Maybe I don't remember how to feel, maybe. So I just want to give you an advice. Continue this practice of loving, even if you don't feel it. Sometimes you can touch yourself and you really feel lonely, or you feel sad, or you feel many things. Continue breathing, allow the energy to move, and loving yourself. Another one is to practice listen to ourselves. Really listen to myself and what do I need, and to give that needs to myself. And if I really listen, I might hear all kinds of, maybe now for me to take a vacation is an act of self-love. Maybe for me now to start eating different is an act of self-love. Maybe now for me stop seeing these people that is really just criticize me and don't support me is an act of self-love. Just this habit of listening to my core and see, is that supporting me? Is that good for me? Is that a loving act for me? And then start listening and doing what is right for us. That's a big helping in self-love.